Pension Farms here. We are going to be doing a video on our robot room and our freestyle. This is the first video on the new channel. And yeah, the old one got hacked. Couldn't fix it with my password or anything, so we had to create a new one. And yeah, we'll just start from scratch again and we'll get it done here. But here's the robot. Number 24 is in. Her last visit was 4 minutes and 40 seconds. So that's how long it took her to milk last time. And she doesn't have a name yet. Her cow number is 24. Responder number for her collar. Weight, she weighs 1,819 pounds. And then she's getting 2.50 pounds of pellet per milking. And it always keeps giving her more until she's done. And it's going to milk tank 1, which is the bulk tank. And her total milk yield so far already is 3.84. And then this udder's been on for 13 seconds. This one's been on for 20 seconds. This one's been on for 27 seconds. This one's been on for 25 seconds. So, and that's the feeder. That has the pellet comes through and then dumps right in there. So yeah, she's just milking, and then the milk jar is in here under the shield, like closed. A little dirty, but we just had it pretty clean. They need wash probably. It works for us anyway. So now we'll clean, sanitize these so it's all clean. And then brush is already sanitized. So now it'll wash the teats on her udder. It will wash all 4 teats once. Come here, sanitize and wash off. And then I'll come back out and re-clean and sanitize the teats another time just to make sure they're clean and good. Now the cups are all on. They have inflations in them that are ran by a vacuum pump. So it'll just squeeze air and the milk will fall out. It comes through lines. That does a second wash in the brushes. But the milk will come through them lines up here and then into the jar. This robot does have 2 or 3 auto emergency stop buttons. We also put, these are the buckets. So there's 4 buckets here. And what these things are for is if a cow, if the robot senses a cow has bad milk, it'll separate it from the bulk tank line, which goes right there. Instead, it'll run it and run right here. And then, or if you have a fresh cow, you can separate her milk for the colostrum for the calf, and you can put it in a bucket too. That's a camera, by the way, so we can watch the robots. Watch them. The reason we have them is actually if there's a problem, we can see from the cameras. So her name is Frosty. She was actually born in a very cold night. She has little stubby ears. She's eating away on some pellet right now. She doesn't even know. She probably doesn't even know we're here. But her milking took 6 minutes and 20 seconds last time. And she currently already has 10 pounds of milk almost in the jar. So here I can check our buckets. I can also pause this robot so it'll stop so I can wash it. But she is currently going to the bulk tank, which goes to a line right there. This robot is all air cylinders too. There is no hydraulic cylinders on this thing, all air. It's all ran by a vacuum pump if I am correct. Here's our LB white heater. Thing's old. I know a lot of guys that have these. These things are pretty reliable. Still works like a champ. We did have to replace something in there. I can't remember the name of it. Here's some tools in that little mobile tool chest, and then we got some hanging up here with a paper towel roll, which should be up there. There were some vaccines, but it should be right there. And then we got outlets. Here's a roller, or can't remember the name of them now. But this is what we use if we got to go under the robot or go under the arm. So you can just roll right under it, and then we have a hose here to unplug drains. Then we have fans that we run when we wash them so the cups won't freeze and anything won't freeze in the robot, which is actually rare. It'll freeze once in a while, but it had to be really cold to do that. So here's the robot room. That's pretty much it. We got a jet pump for high pressure water coming out of hose, and then there are more tool chest stuff for the robots. And then here's our sorting sticks. We'll go back out here, so I kind of showed you this part. Here's where the cows can walk up and go in. And funny thing is, the vegans say cows do not like to get milked. Well, they're kind of false, because these cows will go in on their own 24/7, almost daily. They always will go in on their own. Some of them won't, but most of them will. So they do like getting milked. 10% of it is for the sensation of getting their udder empty, and then 90% of it is the feed. There's a feed in there that they really like eating. So we still feed in bunks. It's an older setup, but it works for us for now. Dairy prices aren't great either, but in the future we really like to put up a new barn or renovate this barn to a feed alley with headlocks. But for now, this works awesome. Here we have our sand stalls. I can't remember what the length of them is. I'm assuming I think it's 126 inches. But they're pretty clean, and this is some of the cleanest bedding you can have for a cow. And a little fun fact is, every time a cow gets up, they almost every time poop. It's something they do. And then, yeah, we're gonna install a rake, hopefully made here soon, but you can just tell the sand is really nice. Here's my friendly heifer again, but kind of distracted the cows a little bit. But they have feed and water 24/7. So once in a while they will almost kind of run out of feed, but they get feed right away again. If they do run out of feed, we're trying to do it on purpose, because if we don't let them clean all this feed out of the bunks, this feed will get bad and sitting under the good feed, and then all the good feed will go bad. It takes a while for it to get really bad underneath, but it will once you let it sit there for probably 2 weeks or something. There'll be a bad layer underneath. So our barn goes all the way down. Oh, there's an open area by the robots here, and then there's a water tank or a water right there. That works pretty good too. We have this bar here so they don't hopefully fling as much water on their backs. Seems to actually help a lot. And then pretty sure I counted, there's 114 free stalls in here. There's manual doors in the end so you can push the manure out. And there's sliding doors in the little part of the barn. And here's a cow, Peanut. She's doing good. All clean. In the morning, this all gets scraped out and raked. Here's our fetch pen. This is for when we have the lock-up cows that will not go in on the robot, will not go in the robots on their own. And then here is our alleyway setup. This is where we can store cows if we run out of room in there, or we can do a bunch of vet vaccines and stuff if they're sick, or cut off wraps. Then here's a little part of the addition of the barn, put on back in the day. Here's our calving pen. They're all clean and laying down. Just cleaned this out a few days ago, so they're all doing really good. We did just have a heifer calf, which she's actually right there. That's the fresh heifer of the barn. So they're doing good. Calves sound like they're hungry. They're right here. They're all in pens, separate pens. So they're 2 months old. Sound like they're hungry. So here's our other water. And yeah, so that's most of the part of our dairy barn. We do have fans. I forgot to add that, and sprinklers, custom-made sprinklers. Not the greatest, but they work. Cameras all around. Some of them broke. We need to get them fixed. But yeah, fans. Cows can stay pretty cool in here. They will get hot in here though, especially this many animals. Well, it's like a bunch of people. If a bunch of people are standing in a circle or bunched up together, it's gonna be warm. Where if people are spread out really good, it won't get warm. But these cows will actually seem like they produce more heat than a human will. So this barn can get pretty warm in the winter, and then even in the summer it'll get a little warmer. But you just stay pretty cool. So here's the outside. Here's our stall rake and our robot around the robot scraper. So this is what we'll take the scraper and we'll scrape around the robots there. Then we have just 3 different sizes of shovel. We got a scraper shovel, a smaller scraper shovel, and then a scoop shovel. Then this is our cable with a crank, and it goes down some pulleys, and this gate will come down. So when we're fetching cows, we can put a few of the cows over here, and there's a gate there we can swing out. But I'm not gonna swing it out because the post is already weak enough, so I don't want to break the post, you know. But yeah, they need scraped around too, but probably do that in the morning. Them are squirrel cage fans right there. And then them are for the summer, they ain't running yet. There's our LED lights. Them are on a timer, I'm pretty sure. So these cows will actually go in like if the lights turn on. And then here's my friendly heifer here, Berlinger. So that's this thing. In here you can get in all the computer stuff, and then that's where the acid for the cow is held. So, and that hose is our sprinkler. We need to get a better sprinkler system. They're doing really good. And here's a goofball cow. She likes to screw everything up, huh? She likes to pop the chain off the gate a lot. They won't get the cows out, but make your night go a little slower, right? Right, Berwanger? Alright guys, this will be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy this video.